What is up, everyone? It's Ricky572. Return a chance. Today's July 5th, 2025. We're going to hop on and do a market watch. We have a good amount of cards to go through today, so we're going to try to speed through some of them. We have NAWCQ coming up this upcoming week, July 11th through the 13th. Really excited for that. I have my brother Edward, and we have my friend Kevin also going for moral support. They're actually going to try to do the last chance qualifiers, but if they don't get in the event, they're just going to go and explore Indiana and stuff. I have a mess in the back, as you guys can see, so I got to do some cleaning today. But yeah, we got a lot to do. Let's start off with Duelist Advance, since it looks like we are in day 2, day 1 of Duelist Advance. So let's see what prices have settled to. Looks like we have Vanquish Soul Holy Sue at 189, being the top starlight of the set. Then we have Sky Striker A0 at 175. Sky Striker Special Maneuver Lambsgate at $94, under $100. Luna Light Gold Leo, $94. Gorgon, $77. I feel like that's gonna drop down in price. I'm not sure why. It's so high. Well, I mean, it is a new floodgate, but the secret rare is only $10. Just letting you guys know. This I could see dropping down to like maybe 30 to 40. Let me know down below what you guys think. Primite Dragon Nether Brazilius, $60. Medius the Pure, $72. Kaibaman the Legend, $54. Archmage Finmo, $61. Gaga Girl, $49. Archmage Academic Archine, Arts, $58. Gaga Girl, $52.66 for the Starlight. Doro Warrior, $36. Number F0, $44. Secretarion Dragon, $42. There's a lot of Starlights in this set. Archmage Varnish Alteration, $41. My brother actually pulled this one, but I feel like it's going to keep dropping down in price. I'm not too impressed with the Archmage archetype. I've gone against it. And, I mean, they could put up a decent board, but it's not that, it's not that impressive. I feel like there's decks that could put out better boards. Nerva the Power Patron of Creation. If you guys feel differently, comment down below. Trapaholic. I feel like this one's actually one of those cards you want to pick up because it's just one of those cards that I think later on trap decks are gonna abuse. Target once more trap you control destroy, and if you do, set one normal trap from your deck except Trapaholic. It could be activated this turn when you have 3 or more traps in your graveyard. So it's kind of like what's trap trick sort of, but it doesn't lock you out of like using other trap cards for the turn. So I think this one has some potential to go up. Archmage Grappler, $50. Archmage Decatorius, $34.48. Eidos the Underworld Monarch, $28. Then we have our ultra rare from the set, Vanquish Soul Holy Sue. I guess being the most expensive card in the set, aside from like the Starlights. $31. RB Stage Landing, $28. Archmage Academic Arcane Arts Acropolis, that's the field spell. Looks like we have this being the most expensive secret set at $30. Then when we go on to the next page, we have some more Starlights. We have Luna Light Gold Leo, second most expensive secret rare of the set, $18. Sky Striker A0, $15. Gorgon of Zillophonia, it's only $10. I think this is a good pickup. Let me know down below how you guys feel about Gorgon, but it's an kind of like a floodgate. 2+ effect monster you cannot summon. Set monsters to the zone discard. Points to monster discards points to cannot attack. Also, their activated effects are negated. Gains attack equal to the total original attack of monsters discard points to. Cannot be destroyed by battle or monster effects while discard points to no monsters. Okay, not bad. I think this card could be like made with IP Masquerena on your opponent's turn and kind of floodgate your opponent a bit. Medius the Pure, looks like it's at $8.70. Archmage Grappler, $8. Kaibaman Legend, $7. Sky Striker Special Maneuver, $5. This card dropped down so much. I think pre-sale for this was like around $15, and then this one dropped down not too much, but it did drop down from the $20 price point it was at. Dora the Warrior, $4.50. Archmage Finmo, $4.70. Archmage Varnish Alteration, $4.50. RB Stage Landing, $4. Archmage Diacotorus, $3. Nerva, Power of Patron of Creation, $3. Secretarion Dragon, $3. This is the new super poly target that people are saying that you play to go against Dragon Tail. So I think this might be a good pickup early too. Trapaholic, we talked about this one. Starlight is a good pickup. I think Ultra is a good pickup too at $2. Gaga Girl, 80 cents. Primite Nether Berzelius, 83 cents. Number F0 Utopic Futures Exo, 75 cents, and then everything after that looks like it is under $1. So there is not too much I guess value in this set aside from like the Starlights and then those secret rares right here. But it only has one secret rare that's barely reaching the $30 price point. I would expect maybe like Holy Suit to be like a $70. Well, I was expecting Holy Suit to be like a $50 to $70 card, and then maybe the Sky Striker card maybe like a $30-$40 card, but it looks like they dropped down so much. Let me know how you guys feel about this Duelist Advance set. What cards are you excited for? What cards are you picking up? And I'm pretty sure there's going to be a meta changing set with the Vanquish Soul cards. What else comes in here that I think is interesting? Did the Super Quanto stuff come in here? I could have sworn we had Super Quanto cards come in here. Oh, we had Psychic support come in here. We have some Novalis support coming here. But yeah, we're going to get to that in a bit, because I do have some Novalis cards that I did want to mention on here. I could have sworn there was like a Super Quanto card. Super Quanto, where are you at? I guess we'll get to it. We'll get to it too. There's no Super Quantos on here. Maybe over here. Note 6. Yeah, I'm kind of stuck on that, because I could have sworn there was Super Quanto stuff. Oh, there we go. Super Quanto Fairy Zeta. I knew there was a Super Quanto card in here. Is this the only one, or is there another one? Quantum Black. I think this is the other Super Quanto card. Sudden Incursion, Super Quantum Black, target one monster in the field. If you control Super Quantum, yeah, this is the other Super Quantum card. So yeah, there's some Super Quantum supporting here. But yeah, we'll get to that in a bit. Let's talk about some other cards. Primite Lordly Load from Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem. Looks like it's still holding on to that $30 price point. This is one I missed the mark on. I thought maybe this card was going to drop down to like the $10 price point. Upon release, it was like around $15, and then it dropped down to no, it didn't drop down after that. I should have picked them up at $15. I really hoped that it was gonna drop down to like $10, but no, it went up to $30 again. So yeah, Primite Load, Blue Eyes. I guess it didn't really change that much for the yeah, I guess it didn't really change too much, because Primite Load was sitting around like $30-$40 anyway. So even if you wanted to find like a budget way to play Blue Eyes, or you were expecting to play Blue Eyes and pick up Primite Load at a cheaper price point, yeah, I don't think that changed too much. The only card that did go down is Ether Barrel though, so I guess that's a good thing. That's the other Primite Dragon Ether Barrel. So yeah, Lordly Load didn't drop down, but Ether Barrel did drop down. These were sitting around like $27-ish. Almost 30, but now you could get them for $5. So I guess the price of building Blue Eyes did drop down a little bit. And then you guys also got that Stardust Cypher Dragon reprint as well in the OTS. It was LTS, or was it Battles of Legend that it came in? I'm pretty sure it was Battles of Legend. But you guys got that reprint, so that makes Stardust cheaper. Blue Eyes White Dragon from the OTS Tournament Pack 28. This is the ultimate rare. Let's take a look at what it's at. 19 listings. Last time we took a look at this, it was around $150. But now it looks like they have surpassed that price point. We have them at $240, $260, $265.99, $270-ish, almost reaching that $300 price point. This does motivate players to go out and go compete at OTS stores and or locals and try to win some of these packs. So I think this is good for the community. We should have more like nostalgic cards being reprinted and ultimate rares, and put them in those OTS sets. That way it motivates players. This is a good thing for Yu-Gi-Oh! Vanquish Soul Raisin. Let's actually take a look at some of the Vanquish Soul cards and see how they're doing now that we have Holy Suit out. Vanquish Soul Raisin has reached a high price point of... We have it sitting at $30-ish. Only 10 listings from the Ultra Rare from Wild Survivors. We have 29 listings for the ones from Dueling Mirrors tins. Again, these tins, if you find them, it's actually worth going in on because they have so much value. You could pull a Vanquish Soul Raisin from it. You could pull Stake Your Soul from it too. So in my opinion, I think it's a good buy if you find any 25th anniversary tins and want to gamble on. And there's different things that are worth value that you could pull from it. We have Vanquish Soul Dr. Madluck, 20 listings, and then $22 for the collector rare. I kind of feel like this Quarter Century Secret Rare is worth buying more over the collector rare though, since this is technically a higher rarity. I don't know, what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments which one you guys consider the higher rarity. I just feel like since this is collector rare, I know it has another collector rare, doesn't it? Oh, there you go, a prismatic collector. Prismatic, or is that what it is? Prismatic collector rare from the Quarter Century Stampede set. Looks kind of the same as this one. It's not even better. I actually like the collector rare from the Quarter Century sets more than like the regular collector rares. They just stand out more to me. But I guess to each their own. But Quarter Century Secret Rare, I feel technically is a higher rarity, so it has a higher chance of going up later on. We have Jiao Long sitting at market price $18. We have Vanquish Soul Heavy Borger getting bought out. We have 12 listings only for the Ultra Rare. Looks like it's at market price $14.89. And then we have the one from Dueling Mirrors Tins, the Prismatic Secret Rare. These are heading up to like the $20 price point now. So if you guys haven't bought your Vanquish Soul stuff, they are climbing up even higher than they were at a couple weeks ago. Fiendsmith's track looks like it's come down in price. People are expecting Fiendsmith to get hit somehow. I'm thinking maybe they're gonna ban the Link 1 Requiem, and then that's gonna slow down the engine a bit, but we'll see what happens. 62 listings on the market. Still really good engine. I see it being thrown into like different decks, and it just helps decks have that extra push. 37, basically like $40-ish for this one right here. Cheapest listing. Then we have 42, 41, 41, 47, $42, $43, and then $42.75 at the bottom of the first page. How low do you guys think this card is gonna go down to? Hasn't got a reprint. If they would reprint this, it would probably be in like the 10s for this year that we have coming up in September. But we'll see what happens. Either Konami's not gonna hit it and then gonna cash out in those 10s and throw in reprints, or they're just gonna hit it and probably not even include it in the 10s. But I mean, I think it'll be a smart move to try to capitalize on this, and because we still haven't had a reprint for this. No reprint for Lacrima, no reprint for Fiendsmith track. The only one we had reprinted was Engraver, and I think we also had a reprint for, what's that fusion? I forgot the fusion's name. But yeah, you know what I mean. If Konami decides to hit this, then they're not really going to be able to capitalize so much on the reprints. If they don't hit it, then they will be able to, because everyone's going to want to go after the reprints and play this in their builds. Blue Eyes White Dragon from Battles Legend Monster Mayhem, I think is a good pickup. Right now it's sitting at 781, 782, 74, 785, 791, and then 799. I think it's a good pickup just because it's one of the only artworks like this. It's a new artwork, and I'm pretty sure in the long term it'll have some value later on. Dominus Purge, I heard that is one of those cards that could be used in Yummy, and so I think that's what's causing this price increase. It was dropping down to like $34-ish. Now we have 16 listings on the market. It's being also used in Blue Eyes, so it's part of the meta. But yeah, it's also gonna be one of those cards that could be used in Yummy, so I think that's why people are picking it up and preparing. We have Yummy, we have K9, and we have Dragon Tail coming out supposedly next month in August. So that's pretty soon. $50, and then that's basically above $50 on the first page. But be aware that Dominus Purge is from Infinite Forbidden, so it could also get a reprint possibly in the 25 megatins that we're having this year. Mo Charmy Perolia, let's see how it's doing. It looks like it's been increasing in price. That could be because it's one of the other kind of generic Mo Charmies that you're able to play in this format. 29 listings in the market. We have this now at $63.32, $62.59, $62.99, and then $62. This is actually a really good Mo Charmy if you want to go against Vanquisho, because Vanquisho does special summon a lot from the hand. So that's another reason you guys might want to consider picking up Mo Charmy Perolia. But it is from Infinite Forbidden. I know Mo Charmy Perolia already got a reprint, and what was it? Maze of I'm not sure why it's not showing like show all. Some of these cards say show all printings. So we have Infinite Forbidden, and then we have Maze of Master ones. We have collector rares and Core Century, but it hasn't got like really affordable printing. So I'm pretty sure Konami's gonna throw this in the 10s this year as well, and it's probably gonna drop down a little bit in price. But meanwhile, I guess since Vanquisho is gonna be part of the format, I don't see these dropping down anytime soon. Jurok Volcano has dropped down in price. 80 listings on the market. These were hitting like a price point of like $10ish, but right now we have them down back to $5. Let me know how you guys feel about Jurok Volcano. I think it's a pretty good field spell because it's kind of like a Nibiru. It does clear a board. It says if your opponent special summons a monster and they have activated 4 or more monster effects this turn, you can special summon 1 Jurok Meteor from your extra deck. This treated as a synchro summon. And then it says if a Jurok monster you control would be destroyed by a card effect, you could banish 1 dinosaur monster from your graveyard instead. So if you guys don't know what Jurok Meteor does, it basically clears the board. We could take a look at it right now. Jurok Meteor. So that's how you could use this card as an interruption to be able to interrupt your opponent, clear your opponent's board. Let's go with this one. When this card is synchro summon, destroy all cards on the field. Then you can special summon 1 tuner monster from your graveyard. So not bad. Not a bad interruption. I could see why it was going up in price because people were trying to get gimmicky with it and throw it in like builds, maybe do some type of interruption with it. 7 Tachyon, another card I missed the mark on. I thought this card was going to go up in price to like the $60, $70, even $100 price point, but it never hit that. I bought them at like $60ish when they were kind of high. Still sitting on them right now because I was planning to play it in my Vanquisho build, but I ended up selling my Vanquisho cards because they went up a lot in price. I bought them for really cheap, but yeah, since I don't have those anymore, I'm probably gonna. I should just sit on these, right? I don't think they're gonna be printed anytime soon. It's from Maze of Master, 7 Tachyon, or it could be in the 10s. It could be in the 10s. Actually, no, this card came out this year, so I doubt it they'll throw it in there so quick. What do you guys think? Should I sell to 7 Tachyon or should I keep on holding on to it? I'm already losing money on it since I did buy them at $60. Right now they're at $27, $26, $27. So yeah, I am losing out a lot on those. But yeah, we'll see. I'm thinking they could still maybe have like a little price increase maybe when K9 comes out. Heavy polymerization for Lunalight. I think we took a look at this last week. 22 listings on the market. We have this at $14.87 now, $14.90, $14. This is a new high price point. This is a card that was at 92 cents before, but since Lunalights can use it and they just got some new support, it is going up in price and it only has 1 printing. Songs of Dominators. I think this is another card that Yummy is able to use, if I'm not mistaken. Started to go up in price. We had this at $10. Now it looks like the cheapest listing on the market is $12.71, $13.99, heading up to the $15 price point. How do you guys feel about Song of the Denominators? It says if you control If you have no monsters in your graveyard, you can activate this card from your hand. When your opponent activates a monster effect on the field, negate that effect. Then, if you have a trap in your graveyard, you can add one dominance card from your deck to your hand. If you activated this card from your hand, you cannot activate the effects of monsters in your hand, graveyard, or banishment until the end of the next turn. So I guess you're still able to just set this and then add another form of interruption, another dominance card, and then you could bypass the little lock that doesn't let you activate monster effects. So I guess that's good. But if like in an emergency, you do have to use it from the hand, I guess you can do that too. I think it's a pretty cool, okay card. I just don't like that lock because more times than not, you probably want to use it from the hand. And in that situation, I would rather use something like Imperm, since it has that same effect. When an opponent monster activates a monster effect on field, negate that effect without the lock. So I don't know. Let me know how you guys feel about Songs of the Denominators. Number 67, Paradise Smasher. Looks like it is dropping down a little bit. Was at a high price point at $27-ish. Now we have some copies under 20, but then others are around like $20 to $25. This is a card that's able to be used in the Vanquish Soul strategy with canines, but we still don't have that canine stuff out yet. I heard that there's a way that you can make this and actually guarantee that you get the lock from this. It says once per turn during your main phase of 1, you can detach 2 materials from this card. Each player rolls a 6-sided die twice, and the player with the higher total row cannot activate monster effects nor declare attacks until the end of the next turn. Once per turn, while this card has a material, if a player rolls a die or dice, you could treat one of those die results as 7. So there's a way that you need 2 level 5 monsters to make this, but to get the other effect, you're supposed to be able to get another monster under it. And I think the way you do it is with Nash Knight. There's a little trick that you could use to be able to go into this and put like 3 materials under it. That way you could guarantee that you get this effect. Comment down below if you have any more information on how that little strategy works to be able to go make his effect go off and guarantee that you get you lock your opponent out of using monster effects or declaring attack. But yeah, that's what I've been hearing. Next card we have is Skull Servant from Battles of the Legend Monster Mayhem. I noticed it was a little bit above market price. We have market price for this being at $273, but now we have copies showing up for $3, $316. And then we have a couple other $2 copies, but after shipping, those will turn into like $3. So yeah, just something to make note of and keep your eyes on. Senjin Wakes from the Millennium started to go up in price. We had this card sitting at $5. Now we have it at $11, $14.85, heading up to the $15 price point. The Quarter Century Seeker is also getting bought out, and it also went up in price as well. I remember buying my Quarter Century Seeker rare for like $30-ish, and I sold it a couple days ago for like $70-ish. Now we have it moving up to $89.94, being the cheapest copy. We have $89.95, heading up to the $100 price point. View sales data. Looks like we did have one sale at $89.95. We have, I think this is the one I sold at $74.99. Then we have $69.99 sale. So only one sale at the $90 price point. We'll see how high this card goes up to. It's from Infinite Forbidden, so it could possibly get a reprint in this year's 10s. Maybe as a Starlight. You think they'll throw it in as a Starlight? We'll see. Tri-Brigade Fractal, I heard it was being teched in like Luna Light strategies. There's ways you could like kind of get started with Fractal, and so it started to go up in price. We have Ultra Rares from Phantom Rage at 22 listings, and it looks like these are $644, $645, $774, $592 on the first page. Let's take a look at Prismatic Secret Rares. These are at $6, $619, $620, and then $622. How do you guys feel about Fractal being teched in Luna Lights? Let me know down below, and if you guys think it's gonna stick. We have Obedience School. This is a card that's being played at 3 in the Yummy strategy. We have Super Rares going up and getting bought out, only 10 listings. These are at $6.97, $6.99, and then heading up to that $10 price point. We have other super rares from Legacy of Valiant at 18 listings. These are sitting at $8, $8.42, $9.49, $11.99, and $12. And then we have the ultra rares, which are technically a higher rarity, so don't go for the super rares. If this one is cheaper and a higher rarity, I would just go after the ultra rares. These were sitting at $3-ish, but now we have them climbing up to $5.80, $4.98, $5.99, $6, and $5. I actually have two available in my folder. I might get rid of them though, because I feel like in the new set where Yummy, Dragon Toe, and K9 is gonna be coming out, this might be coming out as like a rare. That's just my opinion though. They could go up even higher if they don't come out as a rare in that set. Luna Light Kaleido Check from Battles of Legends Hero Revenge is going up in price. I think this card just got no, it didn't get a reprint. This is the highest rarity of it. We have comments, and then other comments, but the ultra rare is technically the highest rarity, so it started to go up. This is a card that was sitting around like 43 cents. And it's now moving up to almost hitting this $2 price point, 173, 175. Yeah, almost reaching $2. And like I said, that's because it's the higher rarity of this card, ultra rare. The other ones are common. And Luna Light is expected to do good in this meta, so we'll see how they do. Succumbing, Song Morganite. This is a new card. No, this is the old Morganite card. Let's actually look up some Morganite cards and see how they're doing. Because we did just get 2 new Morganite cards in Duelist Advance. So we have Time Tier Morganite at $7. This is the highest I've seen in that. We have the other super rare Time Tier Morganite. This one's only at 15 listings. This one looks like it is reaching the $7-9 price point, and we have some at 11. That is crazy. This card used to be like around $1 or $2. And then we have the Ragey of the Abyss super rare, which I think I might have some in bulk. I'm gonna go take a look. These are now reaching the $3-4 price point, $3 at the bottom of the first page. These used to be sitting around like under $1. So because of that Morganite support, it looks like these are going up. And this is the new Morganite card, which we're not gonna take a look at. That's not going up yet. DD Crow Quarter Century Secret started to get bought out. This card used to be sitting around like $20, then went up to like $24. Right now we have 18 listings on the market. We have the cheapest listing at $33.99, $34.99, and $37.80, reaching to almost $40 price point. We do have a Starlight version of this, but I guess some people prefer the Quarter Century over the Starlight. I know I prefer Quarter Centuries over Starlight just because Quarter Centuries have like that little gold lettering, which kind of makes reading card easier. The Starlights kind of have like the silver lettering, if I'm not mistaken, and make it harder to read the card. But Starlight is at 23 listings. Looks like the cheapest listing is at $80. The Core Century is the one that I saw was getting bought out earlier in the week. It looks like right now we have a couple more people listing it, but it's still above what it was. Iron Thunder, only one printing of this card. We only have one printing of this card from Phantom Nightmare. It says when a spell, trap, or monster effect is activated on the field, pay half your life points, negate the activation. If you do destroy that card, then destroy any other cards in the same column the destroyed card was in that are in the monster zones or spell and trap zones. So not bad. Kind of like a Solemn Judgment. This card was sitting around like $10 back in the ending of May, start of June. Right now we only have 10 listings on the market, and we have this going up to $467, and then $19.93, and then hitting the $21 price point, $25, $44 at the bottom of the first page. So this is one you definitely want to keep your eye on. Not sure what deck is going to be using this. I'm thinking maybe more people are going to be trying to keep Vanquish Soul from putting a body out, and Vanquish Soul is able to like tag out and kind of dodge a couple different hand traps, such as like Imperm. So in order for Vanquish Soul not to be able to go off, you probably want to remove the body from the field. So let's say they go Vanquish Soul Raisin, normal summon, activate effect. You could just use something like this to remove the card from the field and negate the effect, and then they won't have a body to be able to go into something like Rock the Vanquisher and then continue to combo off. So that's just my opinion. Let me know if you guys have any idea what other deck is using Iron Thunder. Pantheism of the Monarchs also starting to go up in price. This is because we just got some Monarch support in Duelist Advance as well. We had this sitting at $12-ish. Right now we have $15.50, $17, $18.98, $19.99 on the first page. Let me know if you guys are thinking about building Monarchs. Heraldic Beast of Leo. This is only has one printing as a rare from Cosmo Blazer. Looks like it's at 54 listings, $5.79, $5.89, $5.90, $6, and then like $5 at the bottom of the first page. We took a look at this a couple weeks ago, and it looks like it's still maintaining around that $5 price point. I've been seeing a lot of people start to explore the Heraldic Rizio strategy, and they've been doing good at events. Voice Lacarte, today's menu. This is an ultra rare from Wild Survivors. This is a Novellis card, and we did just get some new Novellis support. In Duelist Advance, this is a card that was sitting around like $7-ish back in April. Right now we have 32 listings on the market, and we have this card at $10, $10.30, $10.41, $10.99, and then $11 at the bottom of the first page. So it did go up in price. Just wanted you guys to be aware about Voice de la Carte. Water Enchantress, Water of the Temple, the Chorus Century Secret also went up in price. Was sitting around like $30-ish, but right now we have the cheapest listing at $59.84, $59.85, heading up to like the $70 price point. I remember when people were saying that the the collector rare was a higher rarity than the Quarter Century, but let's see how the collector rare is doing. So this card has, I know it has an ultimate rare if I'm not mistaken as well, right? Let's go best match. So it has a Prismatic Secret rare. Looks like that's pretty cheap, under $1. We have ultra rares under $1, secret rares under $1. The ultimate rare here is only like 54 listings. We have this sitting at $6.50, $6.50, $6.66, $6.95, and $6.83. This might not be a bad pickup. This could be like the highest affordable high rarity you could access. We do have the collector rare right here at 24 listings. I remember I almost paid like $100 for this card back when I was running Water Enchantress in my I called it a fun deck. But it looks like it did start going up. It was around 11, now hitting like the $13 price point. And then we see some listings at like 20 right here. Honestly, I would go after the ultimate rare right here. And then after that, the Core Century seems to be like the highest rarity one. But yeah, in my opinion, go after these. It's high rarity from OTS. This one has potential to go up later on. Let me know how you guys feel about that though. I'm always trying to just find you guys value for your buck. Brolo Furious Dragon looks like it saw a little price increase. Was sitting around like $1 in May, but now we have 21 listings on the market, so it's going low, and it's at $3, $3.56, $3.99, $5.49, and then $5.85. I think this is because it's a good super poly target. It says 2 Dark Dragon monsters. What are Dragon Tails dark? Draco Tails dark? That could be, maybe that's why they're being bought to be like a super poly target to go against like Draco Tail. But we'll see when they come out. Outer Entity Nyarla. This isn't banned, is it? It says 2 level 4 monsters. When this card exceeds something, you can discard any number of cards. Increase this card's rank by 1 for each card discarded once per turn. If this card has exceed material, you can target one monster in the graveyard, attach all materials from this card, and if you do, attach that monster to this card as material. If you do that, this card's type and attribute become the material's original type and attribute. So I'm not really sure how this would see some play, but it looks like it was sitting around like 26 cents back in June, and right now we have it at 24 listings, so it looks like it has been getting a price increase. And we have the cheapest listing at $4, $4.13, $3.40, and then hitting the $5 price point. Is this something being teched in Rizio? Let me know down below. Outer Entity Nyarla. only has one printing from Shadows of Valhalla. I need to go take a look at both, see if I have some of those. Snake Eyes Vengeance Dragon, Decor Century Seeker, I think is still a good pickup. I feel like this card is one of those generic synchros that you could have access to. It's a level 12. Was sitting, let's see, at 41, and then now we have it still sitting at 41, so it hasn't had that price increase yet, like some of the other Core Sentries do. So I think this is still a good pickup and could go up later on, just because it's a generic synchro level 12 that you could have access to, and it has two forms of interruption. During main phase, quick effect, you could target one face-up monster on the field or into the graveyard, placing in an owner's spell trap zone as a continuous spell. Also, this card cannot use this effect this turn. During the battle phase, quick effect, you could target one monster and one continuous spell on the field and destroy them. So I think, let's see. You could target one face-up monster on the field or in the graveyard, place it face-up in an owner spell and trap zone as a continuous spell. Also, this card cannot use this effect next turn. Okay, so you can only use this, let's say you use this on your opponent's turn, and then use this on your opponent's turn as well. You can't use this one on your following turn. So yeah, it has two good interruptions. I think that's a good generic rank level 12 monster you could have access to. Luna Light Serenade Dance looks like it's getting bought out. Only 9 listings available for this card. This card is a super rare from Legendary Duelist Sister of the Rose. 9 listings, 1025, 998, 1445, heading up to the $20 price point on the first page, but looks like it has been selling for, I think, the $15 price point. 1445, $11, 1150, above the $10 price point. It does have a common that looks like it is starting to go lower on listings at 59 listings. Something you might want to keep your eye on, because if these hit like $1, $2, you might want to go take a look through bulk and see if you could sell these off. So just keep an eye on Luna Light Serenade Dance, because people probably won't want to pay the $10, $15 price point for this. If they want to play Luna Lights, and just go for the common. So I could see this hitting the dollar price point. We took a look at Blackwing Silverwind the Ascent last week, but looks like the rare is only at 11 listings this week. We have this sitting at $6, $7.80, $7.80, $8.25, and then going up to the $20 price point on the first page. So just be on the lookout and keep an eye out for Blackwing Silver the Ascendant. We'll see how high this rare can go up to. Fiendsmith Desiree, the Core Century Seeker rare, I think is a good pickup. This is the lowest I've seen this at. It was hitting at like a $32 price point, $20 price point, but right now we have it down to $11.90, 65 listings, $11.93, $11.95. That's why I think it's a good pickup, because it's the lowest I've seen it at. Comment down below if you think Fiendsmith Desiree is a good pickup as well. Also, the other Fiendsmith Core Century cards are pretty expensive. This one's like the cheapest Core Century Fiendsmith card that you could purchase. So that's also why it's a good pickup. The token World Legacy, I think this is a card that is used in Orcus, if I'm not mistaken. I think the Gearsu is able to summon 1 or 2 of these on either side of the field. And we have it at 22 listings. Was sitting around like $274, but now we have it at $10.95, $10.97, $11. And heading up to $10. So like a $10 token right here that you might want to go take a look through bulk and see if you have some. I had 3 and I already got rid of them, so I'm good on that. But you guys might still have some value somewhere in your bulk. Trapstun hasn't got a reprint, or it didn't get a reprint in the Core Century collection sets. So this Seeker rare technically remains, I guess, the highest rarity. No, we have Dual Terminal right here at 11 listings. So I just wanted you guys to be aware that Trapstun did not get a reprint, and it's still worth some value. If you guys maybe want to go pick up, let's see, we have 13 listings on the gold rare. We have 33 listings on this gold rare here. We have 11 listings on this Dual Terminal. Looks like the cheapest one is at $11.95, $12.23. Yeah, you guys could probably go buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then after that, you guys, the only cheapest listing would be $31 after that. So if someone just comes in and picks these up, this will be the new like lightly played near mint cheapest listing. We have the Secrets, 11 listings. These are at $17.13, $17.95, $18.99, $24, $24.99, and then go up to $35. I'll let you guys decide which one of these is the highest rarity though. Is it the Secret or is it the dual terminal? Mistaken Arrest continues to go up in price. This card has reached a new high price point now. I think last time we took a look at it, it was around this $10 price point, but now we have it at 11 listings and it's at $27.98, $27, $30 now, $34. I remember selling these for like $2 a couple months ago when no one was paying attention to it. It says, until the end of your next turn after this card resolves, neither player can add cards from their deck to their hand except by drawing them. So it's basically another version of like drawing Lockbird, except that you could use this on your opponents. At the end of your turn after you combo off, and then your opponent's not going to be able to add like during the draw phase, during the standby phase, like some people try to do with to play around draw. So not bad. Mistaken Arrest up in price. We do have maximum gold versions for my budget players that are around like $3, and then we have gold rare versions that are around like $5 who just want access to the card. I know I brought this card up before. A Hero Lives, the Quarter Century Seeker. I think it's a good pickup just because it's the highest rating. I think this is one of those cards that hero players play at 3. It's at $8.49, $9, $8.27, $7, and then $10 at the bottom of the first page. I think once heroes get like more support, I know we're getting that tactical hero deck, evil hero deck or something like that. And I'm not too familiar with heroes, but I'm sure there's like a way that you can mix elemental heroes with evil heroes and then mass heroes. There's I don't know. I'm not a hero player, but if you're a hero player, let me know down below how important this card is. I just feel like this is one of those cards you would play 3 of. And if I'm wrong, comment down below that I'm wrong, just so people won't go after it. But I think it's a good pickup at $10. Arc Rebellion XC Dragon from Phantom Rage, the Secret Rare. Looks like it started to go up in price. It's at 18 listings. We have this at $7.30, $9.72, $9.75, $9.95, and then $5.81. This is a card that was sitting around like the $2-3 price point, but has now gone up to 10. Not really sure what deck is going to be using this or what deck uses this. It's a rank 5, so maybe that's why people are going after it, because they can make it with like Vanquish Soul and K9s. This 2021 super rare version looks like it's at 107 listings, and we have it under $1. So if you don't want to go after the secret rare, which is the highest rare, you could go after the super rare, which is pretty budget friendly, but the secret rare is the one that's heading up in price. X Purely Noir looks like it is heading up in price a little bit. We had this setting at $39 back at the beginning of June. Now we only have 13 listings for this card, and we have it moving up to like $45, $50, and heading up to the $60, $70 price points. So it's just something to be aware about. X Purely Noir, how many printings do you have? We have 3 printings for it. We have an ultra rare, and then we have a super rare, but the highest rarity is the collector rare from Amazing Defender, so that's why this one is getting bought out. Mud Dragon of the Swamp looks like it's only at 9 listings. It used to be sitting around $11, but now the cheapest listing is at $25, $28, and then $36. This is a super poly target. It's one of the most common, most generic super poly targets, so that's why it's getting sought after. But if you guys don't want to go after the Quarter Century Secret Rare, there is plenty of other rarities like the Platinum that looks just as good as the Quarter Century Secret Rare. Basically a Starlight, in my opinion. That's what Platinum Secret Rares are. We have Collector Rares, which are my personal favorite rarity. Then we have Ultra Rares, Secret Rares for my budget players if you just want access to Mud Dragon. But the Quarter Century Secret Rare is the one that's getting bought out. Foolish Burial Goods, I think I had this in here twice. I heard was being teched in Lunar Lights, because I think there's like a trap card in Lunar Lights that you could send to the graveyard and then get your play started with that. So we have Raging Tempest Secret Rare sitting at 21 listings. Looks like the market price for these are around like $10. $11.99, $12.99, heading up to the $15 price point. Definitely something you might want to go dig through bulk for if you maybe have some bulk from Raging Tempest, because these used to be sitting around like $5-ish. And then we have 2017 Megaton versions, also used to be sitting around $4, but now we have the cheapest listing at $7.99, $8.25, $8.99, heading up to the $10 price point. We have Ultra Rares from Battles of Legend, Revenge. Used to be sitting around like $2-ish, a dollar. Yeah, like a dollar back in June. Now we have them pushing up to like $3, $4, $4, $4.28, $3. And let's see, we have super rares that are worth market price $2. We have rares from Maximum Gold, which I personally opened up a lot of. So let's see how much these are. Can I sell them for like a dollar? These are starting to reach the dollar price point. So yeah, just something to keep in mind. And if you guys have bulk, go look through your bulk and see if you find some foolish burial goods, because I think Luna Light's going to be using them. Fossil Dyna, I can never pronounce that name, Pachycephalo. Fossil Dyna Pachycephalo. 9 listings on the market for this Core Century Secret Rare. I remember I said this was a good pickup early on. We used to be sitting around $11, then $12, then moved up to $13. Looks like now we only have listings at $32.98, $32.99, $32.35, $45, and then heading up to that $50 price point on the first page. This is one of those cards that a lot of stun decks use. And I think, is it used in old formats? Let me know down below. I know it's a nostalgic card. I always wanted to have like a secret version of this card back then. And then when I picked some up, I ended up just selling it because it wasn't like near mint or lightly played. I didn't even check out the card when I bought it, but it was moderately played. And so I just ended up getting rid of the card. But now there's this Core Century Secret that looks really nice. Too high up in price though. 30, 45, yeah, it's too high up in price. But yeah, let me know if this is one of those cards that's used in like past formats. I know it's used in current formats and stun decks right now. Oh, it could possibly be used in I think Morganite. I think you could use it in like Morganite decks. Shining Star Dragon, the Core Century Secret from Battles of Legend Terminal Revenge. Looks like it is at 13 listings. Used to be sitting around like the $17 price point, but now we have $31.99, $32, $32.50, $32.78, and then $34.99. This card does have an affordable version. I think it's under $2 if I'm not mistaken, or did that one start going up to? This card does have another version. Comes as a secret rare from the same set. These are at $139, $149, $149, and then $173. If you guys don't want to go after the Core Century, this is a more budget-friendly version. I think this card is being bought out in its Core Century version because we're expecting that the new support for the usage structure deck is going to be either some sort of like Stardust support or some sort of like junk support. So people are going in and I guess preparing to see which one they give support to. Necros of Valkyrius at 20 listings. This card was sitting around like $7.64, now pushing up to like the $10 price point. And then after these listings, we go up to $12.75, $13, $14. So something to be aware about. We have Chaos Star Source Dragon from the new OTS Tournament Pack 28, starting to push up to like $1 or $2. So something else you want to keep in mind. The new OTS Tournament Pack. How many of you guys have gone to locals and actually opened these up? Because I seen, let's see, 7 listings on this, 30 listings on Haggard Lizard, 20 listings. We have only 9 listings on the Star Source. Okay, so there is listings available for some cards, but some cards have more listings than others. So I guess pay attention to the ones that have low listings, like Star Source. We have Sylvie of the White Forest sitting at $3, 7 listings. So just something to come and check out. King of the Swamp from the Speed Duel set. Technically, this is the highest version of King of the Swamp that's available. 10 listings right now. We have $12.78, $12.80, $12.89, $12, and then we hit $15. That's, I have 5 copies available. That's me right there. And then $12.14, $13.44, $17.95. How do you guys feel about King of the Swamp? I did see early Draco Tail, Dragon Tail builds in the OCG Tekken King of the Swamp, but I think right now they're trying to explore different ways to play it. I'm not sure if maybe over here in the TCG we might see some play with Draco Tail and King of the Swamp. If we do, then this card is probably going to head up in price even more. If we don't, it's probably going to stay at the $10 price point. But let's see. There's other versions you guys could get. You don't have to go after the Seeker Rare right there. You guys have access to commons, which are affordable. There's rares that are affordable. We have super rares as well. And then we have dual terminals here too at 15 listings. These are above market price. So something to make note of. Market price 10, cheapest listing $13.79. Let me know how you guys feel about King of the Swamp. The Winged Dragon of Raw Sphere Mode, I think is one of those cards. Actually, it's started to go up in price. It was at $9-ish, now at like 11-ish, it says. 15. I was going to recommend picking this up if it was like $6-7, but it looks like it started to go up in price. This thing always comes up in like in the meta if there's decks that like build big boards. You could tribute your opponent's big board, and it does take up your normal summon though. That's the only thing. You have to be playing a deck that doesn't really care about their normal summon. Requires 3 tributes from either side of the field to normal summon to that side of the field. So yeah, it could clear a board pretty easily. 33 listings, but yeah, I thought it was around like $7-ish, $8-ish. No, I was wrong. It's like 15 now, $15.50, $16.95, $17, almost heading to the $20 price point. How do you guys feel about Winged Dragon of Raw? Do you think we're gonna see a format with it coming back soon? Spiral Quick Fix caught my attention because it's only at 7 listings. This is a quarter century Seeker Rare. Right now we have listings starting at $33, $39.60, $39.70, $41.68, and then go up to $74 from there. We had it sitting around like 30-ish, 32, yeah, like 30-ish dollars, but now it looks like they're trying to climb up to the $40 price point. We have sales at 33, 33, 27, 20, 50, 24. Let's not go through that. I'm not trying to sign in. But yeah, it is starting to go up in price and getting bought out. Glider Beastarius, looks like it is starting to go up in price too. We have the common at 35 listings. I think I have a couple comments still left. We have it at $4.60 for the common, $4.75, $4.97, $5, and then the highest rarity is at 15 listings. Was sitting around like $11. Now we have our cheapest listing at $15.25, $16.87, $16.94. $17.13, $17, and then heading up to the $20 price point right there. I'm pretty sure this is for like some sort of past format, even though Glider Beast did receive some support too recently. I think it was in Battles of no, it wasn't Battles of Legend. I forgot what set Monster Mayhem? Was it Monster Mayhem? Comment down below. I can't remember. But can you mix this with Luna Lights? Because they're Beast Warriors? Or is my player brain just going everywhere right now? I wanted to take a look at Super Quantums because we did get some support in Duelist Advance for them and see if they're starting to go up in price. I'm going to go high. So it looks like Super Quantum Blue is at 9 listings, now heading up to the $9 price point, being the cheapest listing. We have Super Quantum Red Layer at $3.50, market price $5.85. 18 listings only for this Quantum Blue layer as well. This is a rare. It's at $2.77 market price. Then we have Green Layer, only at 3 listings. This is a super rare from Wing Raiders. I should have some of these, so I'm going to post those up as well. These are at $2.50 now. Super Quantum Red Layer, $2 above market price. OTS Comments, $2. 107. White Layer at $165 above market price. I know there's more. Super Quant. Let me put Super Quant. I think that's how I get more results. We have these Super Quantum Mech Beasts, Grand Post. Looks like these are 18 listings. I actually have 3 of these in foreign. 1884, 1954, 2049. So these actually dropped down in price. These were at like 22 and now they're like 20-ish, I want to say. And then Super Quantum Mech King. Looks like it's at 41 listings. Also dropped down in price. Was hitting a high price point of like 7-ish. Actually, no, it's still at 7. I'm starting to not trust these graphs. It was at 2, went up to 7, and still at 7. Okay. And after that we have Super Quantum Mech Beast. This Manigaler at $6 above market price. Is that it? Quanto Alpha, Super Quanto Fairy Alphin, almost reaching the dollar price point. But yeah, aside from that, I think that's it. Some Super Quantos are heading up more than others. This one definitely. This one was sitting around like $1.15. Oh, we only have 3 listings. I forgot. Yeah, I could have sworn I just took a look at this one. 849 on the first page. Something interesting. And this only has 1 printing. Cool. Arch Nemesis Escatos looks like it is also getting bought out. We have rares from Valiant Smashers from my budget players sitting under $1. But the ultra rares from Maternity Code actually have like, I think 9 play. Not 9 play sets. 9 of these in my folder. 17 listings. We have these at $9.90, $9.99, heading up to $10.50, $11.95, and then going up to $10.99 on the first page. This is a card that was sitting. I think I bought mine for like $1 or $2 each. Can't really see the data, but I think they were like around $1 or $2. I think the highest I saw it at was $3, but now a $10 card. If I'm not mistaken, I saw this be used in like one of the Rizio strategies, or was that Protos that I saw? I can't really remember, but it's also it's a nice little floodgate. Must first be special summoned from your hand by banishing 3 monsters with different types from your graveyard or face up on a field. Cannot be destroyed by card effect. You can declare 1 monster type on the field, destroy all monsters on the field with that type. Also, until the end of the next turn, neither player can special summon monster with that type. So you're able to kind of floodgate your opponent with this card. The same as you can with Protos, except Protos does I think a tribute instead of type. Let me know how you guys feel about Escatos and what deck it's being used in. The Prime Monarch, the super rare, is technically the highest rarity we have. We have rares and commons for my budget players if you want to play with the new Monarch stuff and don't want to play pay the new price point for this super rare. This is at 7 listings. We had this sitting around $3-ish, but now we have $11.28, $12.93, $11.23, and then $11.84 on the first page. I know I have some of these as well because my brother used to play Monarch, so I'm gonna go dig through bulk after I finish this market watch and see if I can find those. But yeah, Prime Monarch going up in price. And what do we have? How many more do you have? Don't tell me that we have that much more. Oh wow, we have a lot more. I'm sorry for this extended market watch. I'm probably going to take a lot more minutes, but we're going to try to speed through them. Just because I'm going to have a busy week, and I'm not probably going to do another market watch until Thursday or Friday when we get to the event. Probably when we're in the hotel. Martial Metal Marcher is a card that's being used in what was it? Damn, I forgot it. Yummy in the OCG. It's one of the staples that they go into. This is ultra rare at 48 listings. If you guys don't have it yet, I would recommend picking it up before it goes up even higher when the archetype comes out. And then 135 listings on the gold rare. I like gold rare, but you guys can go after ultra rare since I know most of you guys don't like gold rare. Graceful Charity looks like it's starting to get bought out. 16 listings, $36.90, $36.95. After that, we hit the 40s and then go up to like the 50s. So just be aware of that. Graceful Charity is a old school card that players might want to go and pick up. Number 38, Hope Harbinger, the quarter century Seeker. It looks like it's going up in price. Was sitting around like $10-ish, but right now we have it moving up to $12.95, $13.95, $14.98. So reaching the $15 price point. We have Poseidon Abyss, the Atlantean Dragon Lord. I know we took a look at this on our last market watch. It had low listings, but now we only have one listing for this card at $64.99. So you guys let me know what price point you guys think this will be at once that one listing gets bought. Instant fusions look like they're also getting bought out. We have 7 listings available for this card. This card was sitting around like at a low price point, I want to say of like 14ish, 13ish. Now we have our cheapest listing at like 20 something, and then $23.95, $24.97, $25, $30. So it's going up in price as well. We have number C101 Silent Honor Arc going up in price. And low on listings, I actually have one of these. We have rare, so maximum gold at 21 cents for my budget players. We have commons also available, but the ultra rare versions, the ones from Legacy of Valiant and 2014 Megatins, looks like they're getting bought out. We had this thing sitting at $2. Now we have it at $20, $20, $20, and a $100 listing. That is crazy. We have this one from 2014 Megatins sitting at $9.99. I definitely know I have some of these, so I'm gonna go check through bulk and see if I could list them and get cash in while the hype is up for them. I don't even know why they're up in price. Is it for like is it like a 7 Tachyon target or something, or is it because it's a rank 5 and you can make it in like Vanquish Souls? Let me know down below. Ultimate Axon Kicker from Duelist Revolution. I noticed was low on listings. This card used to be sitting around $2ish, but now we have it at $10.89, $12.89, and then $20. I think this is because it's one of the fusions that you can make with the new Psychic support that just came out. Let me know down below if you guys play Psychics and have any information on that. But yeah, that's the only reason I could think of it going up in price. And it only has one printing. It's a super rare from Duelist Revolution. Yeah, I'm trying to speed through them because we have a good amount. We already went through Super Quantum. Mischief of the Gnomes is a good tech that you could use to go against Raizio or Mitsurugi, because it makes your opponent's monsters lose a level. So now you're not going to be able to exceed summon with the Raizios, and then you're going to have to, I think, tribute more if you want to use like the Mitsurugi strategy. These used to be sitting around like 45 cents, but looks like now they're pushing to $1, $2. Do I have any more places this? I think I already used them. But yeah, it's a card that's good against both, and it could be used either on the field or in the graveyard, so it has double usage. Dynamondo is one you want to keep your eye on. The Ultra Rare from the 25th anniversary tints looks like it's at 40 listings, which is kind of low. I remember this card being at like over 100 listings. So it hasn't gone up in price too much, but it's reaching the dollar price point, so it's something you just want to have on your radar. Wake Up Your Elemental Hero, the Core Sentry Seeker, I think is a good pickup. I think every hero deck uses this. And I think the ultra rare version of this is like $3 to $4. So why wouldn't you go after the Core Sentry, since it's the highest rarity available for this card? That's the only reason I could think of that why people would go after this. Let's see. We have Best Match. So we have the Collector Rare sitting at like $4-ish. Sorry, my internet's running slow for some reason. $10, $12.14, $12.99 for the Collector Rare. We have the Ultra Rare sitting around like what? I think I said $3, $4, right? Yeah, these are like $6, $5, $6. Yeah, just go after the Core Sentry. Why go after these when you could go after the Core Sentry, which is the highest rarity, and it's under the price point that these are at. That's just me. Queen Dragoon Dijon. Looks like it's 2 level 4 monsters. Dragon type monster you control cannot be destroyed by battle except Queen Dragoon. Once per turn, you could attach one material from this card to target 1 level 5 or higher dragon type monster in your graveyard. Special summon that target cannot attack this turn, and its effects are negated. So I'm not sure what this is being used in, but I noticed it was only at 14 listings, so I thought I'd mention it on here. We have our cheapest listing at $10.50, then we go up to $16.99, $17, and then $18.16, hitting the $20 price point. If you guys have any more information on why this card has went up so high, let me know down below. But it looks like, yeah, its market history, it was at sitting at $2. So maybe another card you want to look to bulk for if you maybe opened up some of that set. This Stardust Dragon from Dual Power caught my attention. It's at 88 listings, and it's one of those cards that's just worth like $1 or $2. So maybe something you want to pick out a bulk from, yeah, maybe like offload them just because it's worth something. Star Eater from the 2014 Mega Tens, looks like it is at 45 listings, $10.95, $10.95, $11, $9.94, and then $11.30. This is a card that was sitting around like $5-ish, $8-ish, so it's kind of pushing up a little bit. It's past the $10 price point right now. Does this card have any other printing? I think it has like ultimate rare printing. Okay, so we have ultimate rare, and then we have secret rares right here as well, and then these ghost rares. I'm not sure why this one was the one that was going up in price then. I just thought I mentioned it. Number 61, Vocasaurus is only at 19 listings for this ultra rare from the 2013 Zexo Collector Tin. And then we only have 25 listings for the gold rare from the Infinite Gold set. So I just wanted to bring this up because it was low on listings. Not sure if you guys have any information. It is another rank 5. So maybe that's why it's getting bought. Used to be sitting around like the $2 price point. But now we have listings at $5-ish, $7, and then going up to, I guess it's a $7 card now. Once per turn, you can attach one material from this card. Target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Destroy the opponent's monster. If you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the destroyed monster's attack. This card cannot attack your opponent directly the turn you activate this effect. Okay, so it's a way to burn. That could be a good tech in like the K9 Vanquisher strategy. Hungry Burger, the collector rare from Wild Survivors, has gone up in price. Was sitting around like $28, then went up to like $32. Right now we have 10 listings on the market. We have it sitting at basically that's $40, $45, $46.99, $50, $54.99. That's because of the novella support that just came out in Duelist Advance. Ancient Gear Catapult has 2 printings. We have a common from Legendary Duelist Season 1. This common is actually worth like $3-ish, and then we have the super rare from the structured deck Machine Reactor at 46 listings. This is technically the highest rarity, and it's worth $4.79, $5. So just wanted you guys to be aware of that. What else do we have? We have Sky Striker Ace Kagari from Dual Overload. This looks like it's been dropping down in price. Was sitting around like $3. But I noticed it was low on listings, 22 listings. So we have a couple listings at $149, $155, but then they go up back up to $329, $349, and then hit the $5 price point at the bottom of the page. So just keep your eye out on this version of Kagari, because I think this is the only artwork that's like this. Actually, we do have it is the only version alternative art that we have like this. Ceremonial Bell, I just wanted to bring up because people are saying it's a good tech to go against Vanquisher, since Vanquisher has to reveal, and with Ceremonial Bell, both players have to reveal their hands, but while this card is face up, so that kind of stops Vanquisher from being able to like combo off. But you guys let me know if you guys are going to be teching Ceremonial Bell. Mermaid King Nepotus, the Core Century Secret Rare, looks like it's low on listings. We saw that the Exceed monster was only at 1 listing, so let's take a look at how this is doing. 11 listings, was sitting around like $21, $23.21, $21.74. So it's starting to head up slowly. We have it slowly pushing up to the $30 price point, but only 11 listings, so that's what caught my attention. Dark Gruffer, didn't this come on Core Century Secret? No, it did not. This card did not get a Core Century Secret or upgrade. Okay, so let's see. We have super rare sitting at $3. We have commons that are actually worth something. 10 listings. These are like $3 as well. Dual terminals sitting at around like, let's say $6. Ultra rares from Turbo Pack sitting at $27. We have commons right here from Legendary Collection Yugi's World sitting at like almost $5. That's the cheapest listing. And then we have the secret rares at $60. Lowest listing, market price 87. But yeah, what caught my attention with these commons, looks like if these commons are actually worth something. So if you guys open up Legendary Collection 3, Yugi's World, or some structured deck Pendulum Domination, you guys have some value in there. And then a lot of the other ones are like on low listings too. Tyrus, Keeper of Genesis. Shall we talk about this one? I wanted to bring it up just because it was above market price. It is another rank 5 that says this card's effects can only be applied or activated while it has Exceed material. This card cannot be destroyed by card effects. At the end of the battle phase, this card attacked or was attacked. Target one card your opponent controls, destroy that target. During each of your end phases, attach one Exceed material from this card. So it's another rank 5 that could possibly come up. 49 listings. We had this at $24.70, $26, and then heading up to $32. On the first page, it looks like this card was sitting around like the $15 price point in May and around $16 in June, and is now up to $23 now that I guess the Vanquish Soak stuff came out. This is for the secret rare from Generation Force. But we also have a rare from Battle Pack Epic Dawn, so you might want to go take a look at your book if you maybe opened up some of these. These are at $869. $840, $850, and then heading up to the $10 price point. Gladiator Beast Murmillo, another Gladiator Beast I want to take a look at. I think this is the highest rarity we have. Secret rare, only at 15 listings. We do have comments that are actually at 6 listings from Turbo Pack Booster 1. Then we have rares that are only at 21 listings. So it looks like these are also something you might want to pay attention to because they are getting bought. 15 listings for the secret rare. Looks like we have this sitting at $7, $868, $768, and then $10. Do you guys feel like this card could reach a higher price point to that? Let me know down below. Dimension Fusion is a card I remember I sold back then. I think it was an ultra rare that I sold for like $15-ish. But then it got we'll actually take a look at that right now. But it says pay 2,000 life points. Both players press summon as many of their removed from play monsters as possible. Not sure what format this is played in. I know it's probably banned over in the TCG right now because I would be using this, or Malice would be using this if it was at 1. But it's at 20 listings. We had $12.89, $13, $15, $15.99, heading up to $17.50, and then $20. But let me see. I could have sworn I remember selling one of these. Dimension Fusion. So it does have super, ultra, super. No, that's destruction. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 printings, 6 printings for this. I don't think it's a bad pickup since the other versions, super rare, ultra rares, are technically lower rarities and are higher than this one. I could see this one reaching like the $30 price point. But let me know how you guys feel about that. Oh, look at this one. Odd Ice Fusion. This one's at 21 listings. I'm sorry. Sometimes cards just pop up. But yeah, this one just caught my attention right now. 21 listings. And it looks like it is at $2, $247, $249. All versions. You have secret rares. Yeah, I wonder why. I guess this one's the original praying. That's why it's at so low of listings, 21 listings, and then the other ones are like reprints. Yeah, let's go on to the last card on today's Market Watch. It's gonna be Primal Being token, and the reason I'm bringing this card up is because of the World Legacy token that's high up in price. This one is at 44 listings, and it's more generic than the World Legacy token. So I feel this one has potential to go up in price later on. We have at $5.14, $6, $5.09, $6.49, $5.51, and then $6.72. So that's why I'm bringing it up. It's just one of those good pickups. I think it come into the. Well, not come into it. Nibiru's always in the format somehow, but it could be one of those cards that players sought after. Let me know how you feel down in the comments below. That's gonna be it for today's Market Watch. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, go follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and X. And wish me luck at the NAWCQ. We'll see you guys next time.